So we're going to watch this really quick. This is captured in real-time 4K. Now, a couple of things I need to note before we watch this. Number one, this will run on fairly modest hardware. Storage and internet are going to be your biggest single limitations. This game will run on a 4-core processor. It will run on 8 gigs of RAM. I know, we talk about 16 and 32 and 64. It will run on 8 gigs.
There's a but.
It will even run on very modest graphics cards like an RX 570 or even an older GTX 770 from like 6 years ago. Here's the thing. It requires 150 gigabytes of local storage and at a minimum requirements, 5 megabit per second internet.
Minimum.
I didn't say suggested. The optimal requirements.
Optimal.
8-core, 16-thread CPU, 32 gigs of RAM, RTX 2080, 150 gigs of SSD space, a 50 megabit per second internet connection. 50 megs. Continuous. Here's why. Unlike the previous Flight Sim games, Flight Sim 10 came out almost 15 years ago in 2006. All the world there basically was manually created. They took, obviously, satellite images and a few other things, but they built the world by hand. Mm-hmm. This is basically procedurally generated off of all the data of the world from being maps and from all the aerial and satellite pictures, all the 3D geographical data, photogrammetry scans, and everything else. The game actually runs in the Microsoft Azure cloud. There are 2 petabytes of geographic data and terrain data in this game.
2?
That is 2,000 terabytes. You are not doing a full install of this game. It has to stream the content to you as you play. Junior Deal's brain over here is playing catch up.
My brain.
Does Junior Deal brain.exe need a reboot? There is 2 petabytes of data behind this.
6 mega. Mr. 2 guy. Oof.
So for those of you who think, well, I'll just dedicate a little bit more storage space and I'll just download the game. You know, Linus could.
Although it would take up.
You know, just.
Honey, I need more petabytes. Yvonne, I don't have enough room.
Now.
Oh, his 12K camera.
Oh, well, let's not go there.
Okay,
let's not go there. So here's the deal. Microsoft probably doesn't actually care whether they make any money on this. They're giving it away to everybody who has an Xbox Game Pass, which you can get a 30-day trial for $1. The point is they're selling the Azure cloud.
Yes.
We'll get to that in a second.
Yes, but let's watch this. All right.
Captured in real-time 4K. This is all in-game footage.
Wow.
All in the engine. That is not pre-rendered. That is freaking unbelievable.
Well, they're using cinematic quality.
That's holy crap.
Oh, wow. Look at that.
Whoa.
I mean, I don't...
That's real, like...
I don't even...
The clouds.
Wow.
The clouds are amazing.
I don't even...
That actually...
That's insane.
Brazil?
That's the game? This reminds me of the Unreal Engine 5.
Yes.
It's... The Matrix has us. If we can do this in a video game today, I...
Imagine VR like that, but like VR, you're like in a driving the thing.
I'm not actually going to show the whole thing because otherwise YouTube's engine might complain.
Yep.
We'll go watch the whole thing in the description below if you want.
Yeah, Club, they're actually using real images to create the world. They actually went out and took a whole bunch of pictures at different times, different lightings, seasons.
It's 2 petabytes of the world.
Yeah.
And they're still updating it. I mean, during various beta tests so far, where people have had a chance to play the game, there have been situations where they've flown over areas that didn't quite look right, or the terrain didn't mesh, or the procedurally generated objects didn't match. They'll have to go in and manually clean some of those up because the AI is not perfect. But of course,
well, they have to train it, I guess.
But once they release the game and people can submit reports, then that stuff will get cleaned up in a big hurry. You can fly from the North Pole to Antarctica, from the Sahara Desert to Australia, and it has Earth.
Once you run out of gas, or do you just have...
It's a video game, dude. He wants to know if you'll run out of gas.
Yeah, Google Earth for the win, no kidding.
But at a quality level that Google Earth could never have dreamed of.
Petabytes, though.
So, by the way,
yes.
if you want to play this in that level of detail,
you're gonna need
32 gigabytes is the new minimum.
all the computer.
What if you just wanted, like...
Low quality?
1080p.
Oh, I couldn't.
Maybe 16 gigs and maybe a 20 meg connection and maybe a 6-core chip. For everybody who thinks that 8 cores is unnecessary for gaming, to play this in optimal configuration, an 8-core CPU is required.
Yeah.
I have one of those.
Yes, you do.
Yeah, you do.
32 gigs of RAM is required.
And you have the internet.
And RTX 2080 is required.
You don't have that.
I don't have that. I have something close to that, but...
You have a 2060, which is close.
It's close enough.
But you also have 1440p monitors, and that's at 4K, so you'd be fine.
Area
And
51.
you have gigabit fiber to the home, so you'll be just fine. Spoiled boy.